现在的比赛是越来越激烈，那我们在休息室呢也能看到很多选手解说以及分析的嘉宾在这里看比赛。现在我就带大家去看一下他们究竟在干什么。你觉得这选手谁最帅啊？那你来个最帅的姿势。你觉得你自己帅吗？那来一个最帅的姿势，对着镜头，哪个？他觉得他和越南这个选手谁帅？You're better, right? 现在谁帅？你们两个谁帅？5、4、3、2、1，加油！
AG
危机
AG
既危机都支持呀，当然危机了。大马
T0吧，
一文吧，马哲
70 KG，
知道他是他最后一届了，所以说希望他能夺冠吧。
感觉无论输赢吧，就是说打出自己的风格就可以了。
中国队伍必须牛逼，
马哲加油！
我是来支持 AG 的。
支持 AG 最喜欢哪个队员？
我最喜欢70。
70女粉丝很多，为什么？
因为他是我先生，这是他姑娘。
所以70宝宝已经来现场了，这是70的老婆。那有什么话想对自己的先生讲吗？因为现在正在打比赛了，已经。
就希望他加油吧，然后发挥出自己的水平就可以。最起码不管是输赢，他发挥出自己的水平之后，他就不会觉得遗憾。
永远都是心中的英雄，是吧？谢谢。好，走，我们去我帮你再等我好吗？我帮你拿票，我出来跟你说，给你合影好吗？
可以。
好，我们说好，这个选手没有门票，这个选手没有门票，我说了，答应了他帮他拿这个门票，一定会帮他拿到。我们现在去找我们的工作人员拿下这个门票。成功。所以说，如果你没有票来到现场想来看比赛的话，一定要提前买票。当然，如果你运气够好，如果你们运气够好，能够在现场看见我在做采访的话，找我好吗？只要你们来，只要你们找到我，我就带你们进去好吗？
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. to the third place playoff in the Crossfire Stars 2016 Grand Finals. It is the third place matchup, and X gets himself the MVP. Of course, the man that made the Chinese crowd had that quick double tap that won out the game in the end. 8 headshots of those 10 kills. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, certainly is, and that stats says a lot, but that double kill, it was impressive to say the least. May have won in the MVP single-handedly, but we'll see a few of the highlights here coming up.
I gotta be honest, I'd have gone with Vice.
I mean, it's really, really tough. That was such a dominant performance from the Russians. They all had their moments, but I've got to side with you. I think Vice, yeah. I think Vice overall, but X had that fancy play and one to where you remember.
Yeah.
So he'll bag himself an MVP, which I'm sure he doesn't really care about too much. He'll care about that 10-4 dominance going into Ankara. He'll be wanting to do exactly the same here. 1 apiece. This best of 3 now is just a best of 1.
Yeah, they're going to be starting out on attack on Ankara as well, so they're going to give themselves probably the best chance they're going to have at taking this series. And I think the looks on the faces of KOWAI at the end of that game told the story. They realized it was not a good game for them. A 10-4 score in the end was a very dominant victory. Very different story to what we saw from the 2 overtime matches we've had on Mexico earlier on yesterday, and of course Subbase earlier today. Now onto Ankara. A very heavy attack inside. We'll see whether this can favor the Russians early on, whether they can pick up multiple rounds back to back. It's all going to be about that aggressive early start. They tend to go very attacking, tend to go very aggressive on that first round. And we saw it just there, just how effective it can be on Black Widow. It certainly worked very well for them. So here is the map confirmation. It's not Port, it's Ankara. And that is where we're going to be going to. As I mentioned, Blacklist start on the attack for the Russians. And this is probably what they're going to be trying to do. Pile straight in towards that A site. Expect them to see the fast, aggressive style that they managed to make work. And you know what? I think actually how they just played on Black Widow, they're going to look at that and think, yes, aggression works. Aggression definitely works against this team. That's how we're going to play against KOWAI. Let's do it again and again and again. And
you know what? The aggression as well, even onto Subbase for the Russians, when they pushed, really, really quickly, it did pay off for them. I think if they give the Colombians a little bit more time, that's where they find their feet, that's where they suffer. So for me, the Russians, they need to keep up that aggression, keep up the pressure. Maybe this B route through Hotel is one they will take, but I'm a big fan of Ankara.
Well, we saw obviously KOWAI playing Vici on this map. They went heavy on the defense actually in that Hotel site. So that's something that our ruLegends need to be looking towards. Of course, Aleo had a really good couple of duels against Emzin on here. So it's one of those maps. They went very aggressive. They held B site really solidly, but that was also, this is one of the routes through the underpass here, mid to B, just backfired horribly on them. Vici just carved them wide open time and time and time again on that route. So it's something that certainly KOWAI themselves need to look at from yesterday and thinking that's how we can recover and succeed maybe on this map and how the Colombians could pick up their win.
Okay, well, concentration phase for KOWAI themselves, and going into this game, yes, it's all even, yes, it's 1-1, but you've got to just look at that last result, and the Colombians have got to change something, because something wasn't working. Maybe it's their weak map. I've not spoke to them individually, but here in the arena it is getting very, very full. Of course, we've got our grand final coming up next. Vici versus
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is a fast push already from ruLegends. They're straight up the mid. If only you could see the mini-map. Again, KOWAI gone aggressive around the Hotel area, and they've completely left B wide open. The Russians are already in and around the back of them.
This is what we talked about. The Russians straight through the middle, straight in for the plant. And you know what? We've only got to the 2-minute mark, and that is going to be a big surprise on the Colombians' face. How are they going to retake this one? Or are they indeed? Drace finds Aleo. The sniper's been picked off immediately. And now it's a 2-2 pinch, but the numbers are against them.
Yeah, ruLegends have got themselves a perfect setup here. They have themselves a perfect spread. I mean, they just walked into sight. Walked in unhindered finally we see a couple of kills going towards the KOWAI Colombians. They're going to get another one down here. No, Vice comes out on top again. So often he wins out these duels. It's Clarence and Pablo pushing in a 2-on-3. He's going to find one. That's a quick jump run, and he's going for the defuse. He's trying to stick it. Not going to work out for him. Treek gets the kill there. Now Pablo all alone, but it's not enough. And Treek finishes things off. The Russians pick up round number 1.
I felt like for the first time we were actually watching one of those runs or routes that they give an example of. He ran straight through the middle, didn't even look twice.
And he made us look great because it's exactly what we called.
Russian aggression, fantastic stuff, and this time no different. They've split up a little bit, but again towards this B site, pushing and putting the pressure on. It's going to be a 5v3.
Look at the speed again. Look at this, we're not even at the 2-minute mark. They're already pushing in around the site. Vice and X get themselves kills. They're just running and gunning, and it is working perfectly. The Russians in once again. It is a 4-on-2. X with what, 1 hit point maybe left at best, but the plan is in yet again, a 4-on-2 retake.
Yeah, this is going to look good and will probably be good for the Russian. Treek going to poke round and Flitch gets the better of him, and that's a good start because don't forget how low X actually is. Can Arcadox do something big? He's got a lot of health to play with. No, Vice finds one, and that's going to be traded out by Flitch with the double. Can he find the third? He can. Surely he can. This is going down. No, Arsa staying strong, and for a second I got excited. I thought Arsa was X, but
well, there was just a little a breath of fresh air is all that was required to take down X at that point, and he just happened to line up perfectly for the spray. But look at the speed of Russians. If you could see the minimap, they're piling onto A site. 5-man rush straight in. This is what's worked out so well for them. They've finally slowed down. They're looking for that little pick over at A site, but it's a 5-man stack. The rotate's coming in from KOWAI though. They're reading the situation. They're saying, holy moly, we've got to move. We've got to get onto A.
Yeah, the Colombians have got to adapt. They've got to change their playstyle. For me, if I'm the Russians, I just want to keep saying go, go, go. It's working for them. However, they're stacking up. It's going to be a 5 versus 3, like you said, and here is the push. It's going to go down. Flitch is going to be the one to find the floor. He's already found one. Arcadox and Pablo actually answering back, and this is good. This is fantastic from the Colombians, as now the Russians go down. Pablo with a double, Arcadox with a double, and the Russians have been stopped.
You know what that was? That was the slight hesitation from ruLegends. They were into A site, and they stopped at Dorwell. And it gave chance for, I think it was Arcadox actually made the rotate and picked up, what, 3 in that round. So massive, massive change. And now we see ruLegends slow it down. Now we see them go to default, almost set things up. They're going to be looking through underpass, and they've got to be careful because Alejo is there with a sniper. Shot came through, didn't manage to land anything, but it's enough of a warning for ruLegends.
The one thing it does do is the Colombians have to be on their toes here. They can't take 30 seconds at the start just to ponder. They've got to be ready for the aggression of these Russians. And there we go. Treek, and oh, he's going to find one. Pablo, maybe the third, but no. Vice does get the kill and maybe keeps his team in the game here. Could have very easily been a triple for Pablo. Clarence is going to go down. That's from Arsa. And now a 3v3. 2 players very low on health. 90 seconds on the clock here. Bomb in the middle.
Arsa just caught a glimpse of Flitch there. He took some damage. And as you say, Arcadox and Vice are both very low. X off the side. Arcadox tucked in the corner behind the box, and X may well find him in just a moment. He's certainly going to be looking that way. Timing could be crucial here as the rest of the Russians start to push around towards Arcadox's position. A site is open. Arcadox the only man in position to try and stop them here. Timing being everything. One by one, they all sneak past. Arsa still not yet to go through there. Arcadox about to go for the peak. Oh, he's just, timing. Almost caught the headshot, but it's give the information. They know that it's going to be an A hit.
If he would have waited, maybe not taken the shot, he could have sneaked up behind, but X is going to be in a very powerful position, as well as Vice. Vice has been fantastic so far with 5 kills already. 35 seconds left, the bomb goes down, and now the pinch is going to come in. But a good setup from the Russians could fend them off.
Yeah, they've got themselves a really good position. It's very hard to break this nut. Arcadox does get taken down with ease by Arsa. Now he can probably go for that flank, come up to the stairwell. Yes, it's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to be the man that will come around the back. He may not be needed. X gets one. Arsa does come around, and there he is on your screen. Gets himself some very important kills. 3-1 to ruLegends. It is an attack-sided map, though, so this is exactly how it needs to go. 3-1.
I like that from Arsa as well, after making that clutch play. Just hands out to either side, waiting for the high fives to come in. He gets what he wants. Clarence has taken damage into round number 5, though, and like you said, this is an attacker's side map, so the Russians should be doing well. They are doing well. Can KOWAI put something on the board? Because, of course, KOWAI, I believe, yesterday actually faced off against VG on this map. And they didn't do too bad on the defense, but it's where on the attack they actually fell down.
Yeah, they've given up control of Hotel as well. It's something they often fight for. Arcadox is the man there. He's already been taken down by Arsa, continuing where he left off in the last round. One man trying to stay tucked in there. It was Clarence. He gets quickly taken down as they push on through. Flitch gets dropped. Pablo goes down, and it's just Alejo left in a 4v1, almost unwinnable situation for him. The man with the scope that's been so dominant for the Colombians hasn't had a chance to land the shot yet because he's just been put in these situations. This is what ruLegends did so well against 70kg in the very first game of the tournament against All Gamers. They took the sniper out of the game by just quickening the pace up, and it's working so well. Alejo's not had a chance. He's 0-4.
Yeah, and he is the one that will get those opening picks. He's going to be the ones to really be the catalyst in that squad. Colombia, but not today. The Russians are looking strong, and they're going through the mid again here. Not as fast as round number 1. I doubt we'll ever see anything as fast as that, but they're also taking the underground route from behind 1. That's going to be Arcadox in a big play.
He would have seen 3. Yeah, the rotate's coming through here. The man at the back, Treek, is going to be vital here because he's covering off. Pablo's going to push around the corner. If Pablo can get through, and he has, that leaves the underpass open, and now ruLegends are actually in a little bit of trouble. Clarence pushes around the side. He goes looking for the frags. There's Pablo in underpass. Clarence will get taken down. He runs onto site. Alejo with that scope, with the deagle. Seems to be working better than the sniper right now. Here comes Pablo through underpass. Arsa cuts him down, and now Alejo all alone in a 1v3. Make it a 1v1. Can he get the deagle in action? He's got 3 already this round. Can he chase down Vice? Comes around the side. Oh! Vice with the deagle manages to hold him at bay. Almost a superhuman effort from Alejo there. But Vice, 8-2 for him so far. The Russians get the 5th round.
Well, he was probably not happy with his teammates stealing the MVP off him. He's wanting to go for it this round. And this map in particular, it will be the deciding map. And you saw there a bit of a miracle play from Alejo, but it wasn't good enough. And you see the Russians leading 5-1. Don't be too worried about this scoreline, though, if you're a Colombian fan. It is attack.
I'd start to get worried.
Yeah, a couple more. I mean, if we go in 8-1, then yes, be worried.
But that's been 2 rounds now that's gone down to, well, not obviously, that last round was 1v1. The round before it was obviously 1v4, but there has been a couple of 1v1s now. So it's KOWAI getting closer. ruLegends' speed has slowed down again, and that favors KOWAI. I think I just saw Treek. Is Treek back on the sniper? No, he's okay. He's back on AK. So I prefer him on. I prefer him on AK. He is on sniper. Okay, yep. I don't like him on sniper. I got to be honest, because he's just not winning against Alejo, and he's not been finding those picks. It doesn't suit ruLegends for me against KOWAI at the moment. But they are working their way through to Hotel. KOWAI have given up that territory. They ordinarily go aggressive here. Instead, they push through the mid to B, through the tunnels, and this time ruLegends choose not to go that route. So 5-man stack towards Hotel.
5-man stack going towards B. B's completely empty.
B's empty, yeah. They've pushed. It's Clarence. Clarence has rotated over to A site. Whatever it is, whether it was a nade or smoke thrown from ruLegends that sold the dummy, something has worked well. Something has worked very well or very bad, depending on which side you like to look at this one. X is going to cover off the man in underground. It's going to be Alejo that pops around the corner. Vice gets taken down from Alejo. It's absolutely vital there, the opening shot. But again, ruLegends, they have bomb control. They have the pin, and that's going to be Treek finding 1. Clarence gets taken down. Arsa gets a quick double. He's not been cleared out yet. Clarence pushes around the side, and they're just going to pinch his position. He's got no chance here. He's firing at Treek. Oh, that's your teammate. Clarence. Suddenly a 1-on-1. Oh, my word. Treek. He's got to land it. He's only got the deagle. He can go for the defuse here. Treek's got to run in. He's going to try and get the shot down. And Clarence goes huge. God. Gets a 1-on-3. Arsa was shooting at Treek. He was shooting at his teammate through the smoke. He thought that's where he was, and completely lost his marbles. I don't know what he lost his complete position in there. But that was a massive error from ruLegends.
That is huge. It was a 1v3. I'm
Yeah.
triggering in my head, mate. I don't know if it was a 4.
He jumped over the side and got X.
Yeah, it just shouldn't have happened. It should be 6-1. However, a huge play coming in from Clarence there. He puts 7 kills on the board.
Treek had an AK there, already come out on top, no problem. But he had that rifle, and he's keeping it. I don't trust him with that sniper. He's much better, especially with the speed that we can see of ruLegends. They're through Hotel. They're pushing back on B again.
They're fantastic with the speed, and the speed with that sniper doesn't help. Look at the grenades going in thick and fast. It's going to be Clarence on the bomb site. X finds Pablo. Clarence needs to go big here. The bomb goes down. The 3v5 is not looking good, but if he can pick up one, the one's going to be to his side as well. No, not even a bullet onto Drace. There's a 2v5. Surely they can't retake this one.
Yeah, Flitch in all sorts of trouble at the moment, trying to get them down. And ruLegends, you hear how that means to them. Arsa buoying up that team. 6-2 on the attack. Massive, massive start from them. 1 round left.
Well, they'll be disappointed, really, with that previous one. They've got to make a mark here. Nothing but 7-2 for them is acceptable.
Pablo,
and this time it's different. We're going
Pablo could be big here. He's going to get himself one. Can he get the second? He's going to back away. Nice play from Pablo. Very low on health, though. He's about to get challenged out. It's actually getting pinned. He's got no chance there. They came from both sides. It's going to be an A hit, and it's going to be all down Flitch and Arcadox. Arcadox.
Arcadox, talk to the man. He takes damage. Flitch finds 2. Combining the 2. Flitch comes off better, but this is big. This is really, really big here for the Colombians. Oh, my goodness. Make the kill. He finally does. And that's going to be Clarence. And for me,
all right,
that is...
We should be looking at a 7-2. 100% 7-2. But it is a 6-3 score, and the Colombians could take something from that because they were looking to be on the tail end of an absolute whooping because ruLegends quickening that pace. Tell me, please, somebody out there in the world of internet, why Treek is using the scope when the rest of the team, when the premise of the tactic is to rush
fast.
Why are you using a sniper?
It slows them down. He's not as effective. It hinders his own team, and his team have to play slower. They can't put all 5 into one state.
Well, they're not playing slow, though. They're still pushing, piling through.
True. They are, yeah.
And he's been magnificent with the AK today. He was brilliant on the previous map.
Oh,
I don't get it.
Someone recognizing.
She's asleep on his arm. She's like, oh.
Oh,
wow.
no. What's Arsa done?
Okay.
Not sure what's going down there, but we've had a
remake,
disconnection.
yep.
Get out of there, quick, leave.
yeah, remake, quick.
I don't think...
Don't think the
Chinese commentators
don't think the Chinese commentators quite figured out what was going on there, but it is going to be a remake.
Well, this is where the referee comes in. He's been drawing pictures all day.
Is that why did you leave us, sir?
Smiles all around. Don't worry, guys. I've got you back. We'll get him back in the game. Hopefully, it's not a major problem. I'm sure it isn't.
He actually does speak Mandarin as well. As well as Punjab, as well as obviously English, because we've been having chats with him. He speaks a lot of languages, and I think there's a bit of Spanish in there as well. So, bit of everything. Multicultural refereeing. Who knew? Here at the Crossfire Stars 2016, though, we are on the final map. It is currently 6-3 to ruLegends. The Russians up against those guys on your screen. It is KOWAI, and they are from Colombia. I know the name doesn't really fit, but whatever. Whatever works. Okay, the IT guys have been kicked out of the booth.
Get out the booth. I want to get back in the game.
Yeah.
Go. Get out. The one thing I do want to point out is Arsa, and he's very much like Vinny or Aim Green for Hemo Brave.
Yeah.
He's just so hyped up all the time. One round, whether it's the first or the last, it's always a big deal to him, and sometimes we get to hear what's going on in the booth, and he's always screaming and shouting.
It's those fingers again. You were talking about these yesterday, weren't you?
Oh, yeah,
these lit up gloves things. Very weird. You want some, do you?
Yeah. Not to take home, just to try it. I don't think I'd fit that style, but mind you, I've been rocking a certain style all weekend, which I didn't think...
A certain couple of styles. We got away with the tie today, thankfully. We changed that things out. But anyway, enough about our wonderful wardrobe they are making us wear. We are back into the game, and this time KOWAI are going to try the same as ruLegends. They're going to try straight up mid. It's a little slower, though, from them.
It is indeed. Leo rocking the sniper, someone you can trust with it. He can always pull off a miracle, but Treek's still on that sniper.
But he is holding the angle. It works better in defense, and this time he's got to land the opening shot, but Arcadox will get there, and that causes some problems. It is going to be just Drace, and he's down already, and this round is falling to the wayside. KOWAI are going to get themselves the first, no problem, unless something big goes from Vize and Arsa.
I want nothing but overtime here, and I think we could be seeing it. 6-3 is the scoreline. This is looking very promising for the Colombians. I say that Vice finds one, Arsa goes down. Vice finds a double It would be an ace if he pulls off the miracle here, but
He knows Pablo's behind him. Just
he does.
saw him there. Pocky's running down, though, unfortunately. He knows he has to go for it. Yeah, he's going to get pinned from the side. And that will be KOWAI picking up their first round on the attack. And as I mentioned, they quickened up the pace, and it's exactly what they needed to do. They mirrored what ruLegends did in the first half.
Well, KOWAI, they're not as aggressive as the Russians naturally, but they may match the pace if it works for them. And now they're pushing through Hotel. They're going towards Hotel, and it's going to be uncontested here. The bomb, though, who's got that bomb? It's Aleo. He's pushing towards middle, and he could find himself in a bit of a sticky situation. Trace Neck going forward, and there is that sticky situation. The bomb is down, Aleo is down.
Yeah.
It's a 4v5.
That's real problems because they're 3 in Hotel. They were like, okay, we're going to collapse around this way. Why Aleo with the bomb is on his own? I get that he's going that position. I get that he's going that route, but that leaves the bomb in no man's land. But it will get collected. They're going to come back for it. I think it is number 2 Treek. I'd love to know. We're not going to get to see it. It's Vise. Vise is the one that's covering mid. So I'd love to see Vise right now. There we go. See Clarence and Arcadox coming to recover that bomb. They're going to make the way back through underpass
tunnels,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, through tunnels. It's going to be a big B hit. 2 from Hotel, 2 from mid to B.
Have to wait and see how the push goes down. For me, I expect 4 frags, flashes, smokes
They have
going
4
down.
nearby. It's going to be a 4-on-4 exchange here. And I think it's Drace that's on site. He's got to go big here. And he does. X is with him. X gets 1. X gets 2. Pops around the corner. Can he get the 3rd? You bet your life he can. Pablo goes down. Switches over to that Deagle. Just 1 man left. He knows where he is. He's around the corner. Well, maybe he doesn't know where he is. Actually, as Flitch takes down Arsa. But Vise will find him. And that will be the first defensive round, and such a big one for ruLegends. You don't get many on the defense here on Ankara, and that's a huge one.
7-4, and that came from X, a player which, for me, potential MVP if he can take this one away. And this time on the attack, we're going to see the first attacking round, or attack side, go towards A from the Colombians here. It's not that fast. They're going to be stopped. A lot of frags going out as well. Smokes.
Vise exchanges fire, and they've already called it. So there's going to be a 4-man rotate coming over. KOWAI, if they continue on their path, which it looks like they're going to back away from, are going to be running into a heavy stack of ruLegends yet. They are considering their options here and deciding to go for the rotate, which is a wise choice, a wise call from the game leader.
Attacking side is so important here for KOWAI. They need to pick up this round for me. They go 8-4 down, 2 rounds back-to-back of a defensive side for Russia. They seem a bit hesitant now. They're hopping back to A. They're trying to find maybe...
ruLegends have left 3 on A site as well, so they're going to be coming straight into this one headlong. There's the smoke, there's the exchange, there's the gunfire. You can see, I think it's X that's actually in the entrance there. He's backed himself under the stairwell as they're about to push around the corner. It's going to be a 4-man hit. Oh no, they've gone for a rotate. Arsa's backed away. X gets only a 1 in the exchange. Vise just pops around the side. He gets dropped by Pablo. Poor timing, just a kick of a timing there. Arsa backed away, but Drace comes in, gets a double. Pablo, oh, Deagle to the head. And that is Drace saying, no thanks. We will go another round on defense.
Drace may have backed off, but he was back in action with a triple kill there. And that's a very important defensive round. 2 defensive rounds back-to-back from Russia. ruLegends here looking strong here. And maybe looking at that 3rd place finish. The Colombians need to act now. They're looking to go to B, maybe to mid, maybe just to back off. But there's 1 player, number 2, it's Arcadox. He fancies his chances.
Vise has come around the corner. He's gone straight into Arcadox, like you say. And actually, Arsa's gone really into no man's land. He's got himself tucked behind the box. He's not going to find the kill. Clarence and Flitch just both line themselves up, and that leaves A site wide open. The rotate coming from ruLegends, but it may be a little too late. They're already going to be on site because of the speed that they played. X is going to have to go big here. He's got support. I think it's Drace that's just coming around. X gets the first one. Clarence goes down here, but Drace can't go huge this time around.
Yeah, Treek and X are so low on health here. This has to go the way of KOWAI. It should do. Should be seeing 8-5 at the end of this one. But prove me wrong, Russia. 35 seconds left. You need to do something pretty special. X is left now in a 1 versus 4. He's flashed, he's challenged, and he is dead. Round 5 for KOWAI. 8-5 in total. This is match. Well, the last match, should I say, it's 1-1. You can see that either side of the team names. 70,000 for the winner, 30,000 for the loser.
Oh, ruLegends pushing through underpass here. They're going to run into 4 members of KOWAI around the corner. Drace gets 1. Second one checks around the corner. Drace gets 2. Switches to the Deagle. Decides to go for the challenge again, but a flying Arcadox gets a quick double, and that puts things paid. But look around the back. Here comes Vice. Can't come out on top. And now Arsa left in a 1v3. But 2 members of KOWAI very low on health. It is possible. Can he catch one in the back?
Well, do not rule this man out. We've seen him getting hyped. We've seen what he can do. He's only got 1 kill to his name here on the second side.
He could catch them perfectly here.
Oh, I like it. He's taking his time. He's going to find 1. He's going to tag the second. They're both low on health. Flitch and Pablo, he can do this. He finds 1, but no, Pablo. Oh, it's a big, big play from Pablo. Oh, so close. So close. The crowd literally burst out laughing, I think, when he just didn't shoot. It's like, he's chasing you. Here's Arsa. 6-8.
Well, aggression from ruLegends almost paying off, but I think a little over-aggressive. They pushed through underpass and they'd push through A site, but this is a 4-man push onto A site. Very quick and easy for KOWAI this time around. Now Arsa has got support. I can't see who it is that's with him there. I love this camera work sometimes. It really completely throws us in the works. But Arsa's got 1. They're going to push the stairs. It's going to be Vice that was with him. Arsa gets 2. Spins around. Can't get the 3rd as they push in. X won't get 1 either. And now it's a 2-on-3. Real tricky retake here, but that's going to rush in. Treek coming in with the Deagle. Again, using that scope. I don't understand why he's sticking to it, but the Deagle works for him. Now, no, not enough.
It's a big mistake.
Why is he using it?
You mentioned it about 3 or 4 times, and for me, you can mention it another 4 times because it's just
wrong. He was so good with the AK,
with an AK there,
on the sub-base.
He would have got the first kill a lot quicker, maybe got the second. It's a round. It's so important.
Well, look at how KOWAI are playing. KOWAI are going the same way ruLegends. They're like, you know what, skip the scope. We don't need it. We're just going to push him. We're going to go fast, furious. They're not using a sniper.
And Treek still is.
Treek's still using it, and he's 1-4. He's never had a good score with this sniper yet. He really needs to just adjust, for crying out loud. This is what this game's all about. But here we go. And this is a massive amount of pressure. Who's that man? It is going to be Vice. He's not going to be able to get himself 1. Pablo Paul's on 2. And suddenly it's going to be a tight game here. There is not a lot that ruLegends can do in this 2-on-5. And, of course, it's Treek that's got that scope still.
Yeah, not going to help anyone. Drace does find the double, and now a 2v3. I tell you what, I'm just looking where Treek actually is. He's nowhere to be seen. He's still lingering around.
Well, he's obviously trying to line up the shots down through the cross. I can't even get my words out at the moment. Trying to line up the shots, the long-range shots, but Drace is trying to do it all. Treek finally going to join him. Please switch to an AK, Treek, please.
8-7. This should be tied up here, as Drace is so low on health. There we go. Pablo.
I think he got 4 or 5 in that round.
It was definitely 4, maybe an ace.
Yeah.
And there you go. Look at the confidence coming in from Flitch.
Well, tied round, aren't we? From 8-4, I think it was. Tied round. That's not good for any Russian fans out there.
He's swapped. He's swapped to the AK.
Oh, finally.
Maybe you keep your team in it. Let's see what you can do, Treek.
The irony is Aleo switched to the sniper now. And he gets himself the opener on Vise. Oh, you couldn't write it. You couldn't write it. Treek pushing through with that AK. He's got himself in a pretty aggressive position, actually. You can see Arsa holding the vents there. Yeah, Treek actually got himself just outside this box. Now, Pablo is going to be the first man. Treek, oh, don't go looking. Don't go looking for the frags. Now he can peek. Now that they're not looking, okay. Now you could try and catch them in the back there. Arsa, a little shoulder peek, trying it desperately. Oh, the timing is everything as Flitch goes through. And they're going to come around the side, and he pulled away from that position. Treek, though, gets Pablo, so does manage to find one. Flitch is backed away. He's going to cover off. Aleo is going to peek around this corner. Flitch is going to be the distracting force. There's Aleo. You can see him back there. Well, Aleo gets X. There's a flash to the face. Treek, why did you come back out? Keep your key in that corner when you flashed out. Had no vision. It's Aleo he's going to try and chase down. You can't hide behind that pillar.
That's a triple at least for Aleo.
Match point for KOWAI, the Colombians. Oh, ruLegends. I got to feel. Oh, there we go. He was on it for a moment. He was on the scope, and he's gone back to the AK. All right, they're going to go aggressive. They're going to push Hotel.
Well, 5 rounds back-to-back. Good stuff from KOWAI. Can they end this right here, right now?
If they're going to push, they have to do it now. They're going to peek early because it's mid. And the man in the mid, it's Drace, that's about to get a little peek around the corner. He will see a stack of them pushing his way. at that doors. They have to turn around. They have to get motoring backwards. They're going to leave B completely open. This is akin to ruLegends in round number 1 of the game.
ruLegends, they've gone right out. They've given it up. They've not checked underground, and they've exploited that. KOWAI can take out full advantage, and that's number 2. Orthodox is out of the game. The bomb will go down very quickly.
It's a 5-man take. Now they've got to realize, like, guys, you've got to realize that you've passed through. Yes, they've gone underpass. They're not here. Where did you shoot the one guy? Oh, he was right by underpass. That's where they went. Hello, wake up. It's match point, ladies and gentlemen. $40,000 in between the prize. $70,000 for the winner. And will we see overtime from ruLegends here? Or will it be a 4th place finish? Aleo gets one. Arsa replies. As they push on site, X pushes around. Flitch has got himself tucked in nicely. He's going to come running around. They're trying to clean it out, but Flitch hasn't been found. He will get picked off, and it is, ladies and gentlemen, going to be overtime as the defuse comes in. We wouldn't expect anything less from these two teams. They have given us a brilliant game so far, and it is overtime. And right, once again, it's down to who can have the better attack. 6-3, both halves.
Treat there for me. Massive, massive influence when he changed over. He got the AK out. He was doing damage. He was in and out of the A tunnels. He made something big on B as well. For me, if he adapted earlier, it could have been a big win for them.
Think of the 1v, was it 1v3, 1v4 that KOWAI pulled off that should never have happened.
Yeah.
He missed the scope shot. Went to pistol. He didn't have the range. He was too far away with the pistol. Got no chance in the duel.
I'm trying to think back, and I think I've seen it on the kill feed. Maybe 1 sniper kill on this game. Maybe 2.
Maybe, yeah.
But other than that, you know, the likes of Alejo, where he's constant, he's so good with the deagle. He backs up what he's using, and for me, it is a little bit of an upset, really, to see it go that way. The Russians, I feel, should have taken that. I think they should have adapted. However, it's overtime. We love it. It's game 3. We could see this go even further. I want to see it finished in overtime.
Well, I mean, now if you're ruLegends, they've just lost 2. They've lost 2 overtimes, 4-2 to KOWAI.
Yeah.
First in the winner bracket finals. Second, obviously, the first match of the day on sub base. Now, they dominated on Black Widow. They need to get that mentality back, the aggressive style that works so well for them. Ironically, KOWAI mirrored it and worked well, just as well for them. So, I mean, it is an attacking map, and you know what? We said it. It was that 1v3, 1v4, whatever it was. It should have been a 7-2 first half.
Yeah.
Will it come back to haunt them? Yes, it absolutely has.
And they push it to overtime here. For me, this is a position where if you sat in the Russian booth now, you're looking at each other. Yes, you're confident, but you're thinking, we should have had that, guys. We should have won this. And if for some reason KOWAI take this, 3 overtimes against this team, it's something these guys will not forget for a very, very long time here at the World Championship. It's their best finish, no matter what, ever.
I fear if they go 2-1 in the first half, be like, no, not again. We did this last time. Let's not screw it up, boys. Let's not screw it up. But here we go. The map is loading. We're about ready to go. And it is going to be overtime on Ankara.
I hope we get into it a little bit quicker
than
last time, because
get in there. They're going to be fighting already.
Yeah, I don't want to miss the opening kills. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, into overtime. Game 3 here of the third fall playoff. $40,000 between the prizes, and hello, we're getting the same strategy.
Pablo. If Pablo had gone a little bit quicker, he would have saw them passing all through there. Treek actually is the man that's holding back. So he's going to catch Pablo out. Pablo and Treek going 1-for-1. We don't know who's going to come out on top in that one. We're not getting to see it. It will be Pablo. So that creates a bit of a problem for the Russians already.
This is bad. This is very bad. It's all down to 1. And Vise, you're on the attack. This is an attack-sided map.
Good adjustment.
This is massive for the Colombians here.
Really good adjustment there. They read the situation. They knew the aggression was coming. Flashed out, no chance here. Tucks himself in the corner, but he's just going to get swarmed. Look at them all. Look at the map. They're all coming towards him. Leo, in the end, picks up the pistol. And for me, that was all about that little one exchange. Treek stayed behind in mid. If it had come out on top, that would have covered off the back door. But instead, they had people coming from just about every angle. No chance.
I couldn't have gone any worse for the Russians. It just seems like history repeating itself here. I had them going into this one, and it doesn't seem to be working. However, look at this. Heavy stack on the defense of A. They've actually pushed out of it. This is going to be a surprise here for the Russians. KOWAI going head-to-head, but Drace actually gets the better of him. And Pablo does fall 4v5. Flitch has taken damage alongside
They're trying to rotate.
Aleo.
They got one coming right round the back. It's Arsa's picked him up. It was Arcadox. Arcadox was coming all the way around the back. And now they realise, okay, that's the flanking man from B side. They've come straight back around, sweeping in towards B side. Clarence is going to be all alone there. It was Flitch covering off the middle. He's going to go through underpass. He's going to get himself there. But Hotel is already occupied by the Russians, and they're going to be pummeling through on Clarence.
Yeah, they should be able to outnumber them here. And it's as simple as that. Grenades going thick and fast. There's going to be one. Clarence up top. Flitch is down below. And X hasn't seen him. Yes, he has. Aleo answers back. And now a 2 versus 3. Treek is low. And Clarence. Oh, wow.
He was kind of like going for the pre-fire. He's like, they're going to all be here. They're going to be. Wow, Aleo. Did you see that pistol shot? Just pop off the head there. Switches the scope, tries the lucky shot through the smoke. Not going to work out for him. Reloads that Deagle. He's been so good with it up range before. Vase and X now pushing through. Vase not having any of it. Gets the first attacking round on the board for the Russians.
Aleo, fancy plays. It's not good enough. 1-1 though. And goodness me, if ruLegends go 2-1 up here, it makes me sick to my stomach. But I think they should. They're on the attack. They're pushing forward. They're going back to basics here, and they're going through the middle. But Clarence seems to have acknowledged it. They've stacked up on B. 3-man stack here. Gunfight's going down, and Arcadox is the first to fall. Treek answers into first. Vice as well goes, and Clarence finds a double. It's now a 2v3, and you've got to bear in mind Vice is low on health here. Aleo still rocking that sniper rifle.
Flitch pushing through, gets around the side. They got to deal with X, though. X is the, I hate to say it, the X factor at the moment because he's around the side there. Aleo pushing through. X gets one. Can he get the second? Yes, no. No, Flitch comes out on top. They snuck and swooped the camera on me, catching me off guard as they push on through. Flitch, but this is a really awkward split. Look at it. Vise to the left-hand side of him. As soon as that smoke clears, yep, there we go. Taken down 2-1. The Russians do get themselves that big important second round, but oh, Phil. It's the same score again.
But it is a different map.
Oh, yes, exactly. It's a different map. But more importantly, KOWAI are on the attack now, and this is a massive attack-sided map. So they could easily go 3-0 once again and take it 4-2. It's happening. It's happening. ruLegends have got to pick up this first round, or they're just going to be absolutely pooping themselves.
I can see it. I can see it in the stars. Glitch, I don't know why you look so down, buddy. You've done it once. You've done it twice. Can you do it a third time? Composure level from these guys to do this in overtime is insane.
Please tell me Treek has an AK.
Please. If he doesn't, he doesn't just...
I can see he's number 3, and I can see he's in the sniper position. Oh, yes. He has an AK. Okay. Whew.
Let's go, Treek. Show us what you're made of. This is a heavy stack towards A.
Oh, wow. There's only one there. They've pulled away. They thought something was coming. It's Vise that's all alone at the moment on A site. He's going to have to go superhuman. Remember, he got the double quick early on. He's going to get pushed. No chance. Got a 1-for-1 trade. It's about the best he could do, but this is a 4-man retake. This is a really good start from KOWAI.
Yeah, they can get the bomb down. They will get the bomb down very, very shortly, but they're all coming the same way. They're piling through this very, very short, narrow angle, and they're going to find one. How is he still alive? How's Trace done that? 2-for-2 trade, a 2 versus 1.
Word.
Aleo versus 2. What's going on? It's all Aleo. He's found one. Treek backs off. And the bomb is not down.
Yeah, he didn't get the plan. The bomb is actually still on A site, yet they both left it.
However,
what is going on?
They could match in the middle.
Treek's gone all the way to B site, and that's where he's heading now. He knows where the bomb is, so he's going to go back to A site, but he's flanked around. Where are you going, Treek? I don't know what we got going on here. We got the one-on-one. There we go.
One-on-one cam here, and yes,
Captain versus well, it's not Flitch, so it won't be Captain, but Captain Treek. Got a lot to do here.
This is a thing as well. Yes, the attacking side is much more favorable. Then when it's these positions, no one is favorable. This one-on-one, if the bomb goes down, maybe so. Well, that bomb's heading towards B.
Both even on hit points. Treek is actually going to be in a good position here because he's going to be the man on site. He's just going to be coming up slightly. He has to get this past here now. He has to be up behind the boxes. He is. This is a good chance for Treek. Did he just catch a glimpse? Yes, he did! From Russia with love, the captain strikes. And it is a big, big defensive round. It makes it 3-1, and more importantly, we won't get a 4-2 scoreline.
Yeah, we're seeing something different. The Russians are back
Oh,
They've
Phil.
lost 2 overtimes.
If this goes 2-1, we've got a golden round to decide third place.
However,
hello, Treek strikes, Alejo down.
He's on 3-0. This guy is going insane in overtime. He's just picked up a massive 1v1 clutch. Now, this could end it right here. KOWAI versus ruLegend. 2 minutes on the clock. Match point. $40,000 split here. And the Russians holding steady, holding back. This time they're not peeking. And you know what, Treek? You put the sniper away. Look what you're doing.
But look what he's done. He's taken Alejo out of it, and Alejo tends to be the man that opens things up for KOWAI. And KOWAI instantly have just gone, oh, what do we do? What do we do? Okay, let's go hotel. Let's go default. Let's try and push our way through because they've always stacked and defended. They've always expected teams to push here. There's 3 members, of ruLegends actually around B side. So this is a good chance here for ruLegends to pick up the third place and take home $70,000.
Okay, so the push is going down. Arcadox is going to find the first. He doesn't even take damage at 4v3. Now we find Drace go down. It's big for KOWAI. And now the bomb shall fall, but the grenades are coming in thick and fast. And it's all going to go down, but a 4v3 is looking good here for KOWAI.
I think it's Vice that's trying to rotate. They're trying to get around the side as quick as possible. Try and hit them in multiple angles, and it's going to work out. Vice gets one, but it's a 3-on-3 with 27 seconds to go on the clock. They have to get moving. There's a lot of smoke down on site. The man from Hotel, Vice pops around, sees a glimpse on Arcadox, gets a couple of shots off. 17 seconds and counting. Arsa gets one, Vice gets another. Flitch now to keep the Colombians in the game. Gets himself another, switches to pistol. Arsa, Truss is on. Arsa's got no help. Boots around. Oh! Flitch goes massive for the Colombians. The captain, fantastic. Strikes, and Colombia are not done yet.
The hairs on my arm, neck, and everything is standing up here, but Flitch, I can't emphasize how huge that was there. The Deagle comes in, and that is massive to keep them in. One more round, push it all the way. That's what we want to see. It's going big, and this is going down at A for once. That looked good for the Russians. It was a 2v1. They had 15 seconds on the clock to defuse, but Flitch going huge.
The sweet, sweet irony if ruLegends were to pick up a 4-2 victory here in overtime. Something they've lost twice already to KOWAI, but it is the attackers that have the advantage. Alejo back involved. Bomb, though, with Flitch, the captain, all the way over towards the backside of the hotel, while 4 members of KOWAI are over towards A sites at the moment, looking to see if they can get any of those picks.
90 seconds left on the clock. 5 men still alive by the side. Clarence has taken damage, but he's still fighting fit. Now it looks like they're rotating towards mid to B, but actually on the defense, you've got X and Drace pushing forward. This is really big here for the Russians. They're going to find the first. That's X.
They're not expecting the second there, though. That's the problem. Arcadox gets a peek out, doesn't get the kill. That's massive. He needed to get the kill there. That leaves B side open, though. They're pushing through Hotel with the bomb, so nobody at the moment on B side, so they're going to have to go for this retake. But KOWAI have slowed down. They've second-guessed themselves. And now they're thinking, do we go on B? Is B covered? They're not even checking. They're going to back away.
1 minute left to go. And for me, there's 2 people for the Russians still sat at A. They can make this move. They don't know it. We have the overhead. One man you want to keep your eye on is Arcadox. So he's on your screens. He's lingering back in 2. And for me, something's telling them that they are not being aggressive. You can see the 3-man stack. They're going to push out. They're going to be completely fine here. No one is defending B. You've got 1 man, underpass, who will see the cross. Is Alejo entering first, Pablo to follow.
X is about to burst out as well behind them. The plant's going to come in. And as you mentioned, number 4 there, Arcadox. He was there earlier on, didn't get the kill, but he could be vital. He could be the man that cuts them in half as they try and get to B site. They know where it is now. They're going to go rushing across. Arcadox is about to peek out. Look at the patient play that he has here. He hears the footsteps, sees them come out, tracks them. That's 2. He can line up. He gets himself 1. Can he get the second? Yes, he can. And now we see the golden round is begging. Alejo comes on through. The man that's been so vital for his team in a 3-on-3. The retake from the hotel. It's not going to work out. Alejo gets 1. Vice is in there. Vice is all alone. He's going to get picked off. It's going to be the golden round. Ladies and gentlemen, the Colombians bring it back. 3-3 in overtime once again. And oh my word, ruLegends, please don't lose it this way.
$100,000 on the line. We see the full time. We see the overtime. Nothing can split these 2 teams If you're just joining us, map 1 was overtime
Who gets the
13 to
attack?
11. KOWAI lost the second 10-4, but you've got a very big question on your hands is who gets that attack.
I think it's ruLegends. I think. Man, the face on Arsa there, though, maybe. Yeah, look at the referee's like, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. You can't speed these guys up right now.
I need
They're
a break.
literally in a one-round battle for $40,000 to decide what they're going to get. $30,000 to the loser, $70,000 to the winner.
I can't see an empty seat in the house. No, I can. 1 or 2 there. But boy, it's getting warm
It's
in
the
here.
Russians. The Russians are on the attack.
Okay.
So they have it in their hands to decide what they do.
It's theirs to lose. It is theirs to lose here. And we should be jumping into the game very, very shortly here. The Colombians and the Russians. 2 nations, 2 national finalists who have come so far. Neither team expected from the experts to be in this position. The Russians, their highest placement being the quarterfinals. Now they find themselves looking for a bronze place finish. And $70,000 on the line for the winner. No one wants to take, and I know it sounds silly, but nobody wants to take home that $30,000.
Well, I mean, okay, so the ultimate question is now, oh, hello, they've had a change. ruLegends are on defense. Oh, that's why their faces look so glum. They are on defense. It is in the hands of the Colombians. KOWAI on the attack.
Uh-oh.
They have the chance, and that's why you see Arsa not looking as happy as he usually has. Focus faces. They know it is a tough, tough task. They picked up the first defensive round, though, in overtime. It's possible. It's possible, but my word, they have a tough task ahead of them.
I know someone out there, and in particular, a Russian family who've come all the way to support one of the players here. I'm not actually sure which one it is, but it means so much to them through the quarterfinals, the semi-finals. They've been supporting, screaming, shouting.
Here we go, Phil. The round about to begin. We've seen one golden round already. It's Pacific Wara versus Insanes earlier on in the tournament. But here it is. One round to decide the winner. KOWAI on the attack. Will they go full on aggression? It's a risk from the Russians. They've gone for a 3-man stack and A, and it may work out. That is where KOWAI are looking.
Arsa's pushing out. This is the man, the one in the middle, making the noise. He's pushing out. He could find the bat. He's actually found a couple. They're going to attack. There's outnumbered. Arsa's going to go down. Vice is going to go down. It's Flitch and Pablo. The Colombians are looking to do it again. But now a 3 versus 5.
They're coming from the side. They may catch them off here, but they're going to expect the rotate, and they've already got themselves completely out of position. This has got to be massively favoring the Colombians now. KOWAI in a huge, huge advantage. The shot around the side. Treek started out on the sniper. Chase down. Flitch gets another. Oh, my word. Treek, the captain, and Drace, who's had such big moments throughout this, but they are way out of position because, KOWAI, they just said, you know what? We're in a 5v2. Rush them down. Pile them down. Drace goes down, and it's all on Treek. He's got to go for the ace to pull out the victory here for the Russians. It is an unwinnable situation. He has absolutely nothing in his chance. It's a team ace, ladies and gentlemen. KOWAI will take 3rd place, and the ruLegends will fall. The Russians had it in the palm of their hands, but it slipped away once again.
They did it once in overtime. They did it twice in overtime. The Colombians, they needed the golden round this time, but they've done it again. And all you legends, they are going to be very, very upset in the way that one slipped away. Look what it means to the Colombians.
Oh, Phil, I hate to say it, but we've got to go back to that one round where they lost it 1v3 or 1v4. I can't even remember what it was now. But that shot that Treek had lined up and missed with that scope when he could have had an AK, switched to the pistol, had no chance. I think it was Clarence that picked it up, wasn't it? Went on that 1v3 crazy charge, and oh my lord, look back at the replays and rue your missed chances. It should have been a 7-2 first half. It could have been an 8-1 first half, but it was 6-3 in the end, and that gave the Colombians a real glimmer of hope to get back in there, representing the Latin American corner of the world. And a 3rd place finish for KOWAI, a team that everybody had written out in the group stage, is a magnificent, magnificent performance.
Yeah, consistently impressed Yes, they kind of got pushed aside by Vici, but so did everyone else. KOWAI, they've come so far. They took down XCN. They took down ruLegends first of all. They moved on. They took down Insanes. They pushed out, unfortunately, to VG, but guess what? They bite back and they take down the Russians once again. They've proved their worth. They've proved why they are here, and they will take home $70,000.
Yeah, it's not quite the trophy that is on your screen, sadly. That is going to be competed for by Vici and Flipside in just a little while, but a fantastic performance nonetheless by the Colombians. Going to be absolutely delighted with that third place, and commiserations for the Russians, ruLegends. It is their best ever finish here at the tournament. Sadly, they're not going to be feeling as happy about that as they should be.
Yeah, it's never the case. When you have a third, fourth playoff, they came in today knowing they can't win the tournament. They knew it was this game and that's it. And there was only one thing on their mind. And going into the game, you know, when we broke it down, it was, you know, 13-11. They lost the first one in overtime. Then they just bounced back 10-4 on Black Widow. It was just a bit of a stomping, really, and they couldn't handle the aggression. It started well for them on that final map. The aggression was held up, but then it was just toned down a little bit. And so they lost a couple of rounds on the attack. It should have gone in 7-2. It didn't. Yep. It went in 6-3. They paid the price. But for me, KOWAI, they've got a few fans out here, a few new fans out there as well. They've impressed all weekend long. Yeah, absolutely. They've impressed a lot of people. A team that everyone wrote off gets themselves a third-place finish. The crowd getting behind them. As well, the Chinese broadcaster is getting quite excited next to us. Is indeed, and she's saying something. She's getting the crowd going either way. But thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with the finals in just a few moments.
Our 2016 third and fourth place match deciders, and KOWAI just had that dramatic win. Matt, what did you think of it?
Like, that's what you want, isn't it?
Yes, of course, of course.
It's our third and fourth place playoff. We know we've got a huge final to look forward to later on. Those two teams are both disappointed not in that grand final, but you don't want to leave this amazing tournament without having your head held high right to the end. What more could you ask for? You've got two teams, and you do not want them to lay down and die. A lot of love here for both KOWAI and ruLegends. And that's an incredible game. That's exactly what I want to see, and it's not even the grand final. So well done to KOWAI. And you kind of fancied KOWAI to do well in that. We know they were the underdogs before the tournament, but we know they were a good team. They've had good showing. They beat ruLegends on the first day, so they had that upper hand, and that was in overtime. So if it ever goes to overtime, you kind of fancy KOWAI are going to take it. That second map, that didn't go so well for him, but I kind of feel like KOWAI at a point just thought, let's just write this off. They can have this one. We'll just come back stronger and we'll win the third. They're 5-1 down though, Joshua, in the third map. They're 5-1 down. They pull it back to 9-0. They're 3-1 down in overtime, and they go and win it. That's an incredible performance by the Colombians.
I'm so happy you mentioned that, because this is exactly why I think KOWAI is a formidable team. Their concentration levels are up here. Yeah. Like, how do you do that? You go down, and then you mentioned that they just threw away Black Widow. They didn't throw the game. They were just like, you know what? Let's concentrate on the next game. And they got their mental game on lock, and that's how they did it. I mean, if I were to pick an MVP, it's really hard, because at what point are we talking about? All throughout the match, there were clutch plays by different players, like Alejo, obviously on the sniper, getting clutch plays, and then we have Pablo getting triple 4 kills. It's amazing, and especially in overtime, we see Flitch. They're down 3-1. If they lose just one, it's the difference between $70,000 and $30,000. Yeah. But that's not in their mind right now. They just concentrate on the game, and they go headlong into it, and it was just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, that's an awesome game. And if that's our third and fourth place final, then what a final we've got to look forward to as well. That final, of course, is going to be coming up very, very shortly. Yep. That's between Flipside Tactics and VG. And we think we know where the support of the stadium is going to lie. We know how this is going to react. Are you excited about that?
Yes, I'm very excited. I was talking to Flipside before, and I mean, check it out. You guys got to see the aerial shot of the stadium, packed.
Yeah.
Packed with
Completely
fans.
sold out today.
It's
But the
really
problem
packed.
is, there aren't that many Flipside fans,
I know.
right?
No.
So we were talking behind the scenes, and I was telling them, look, I really want you guys to perform really well because right now, you know the crowd's going to be cheering for VG, and
That's
what
not
they have
really
to do.
how you put it. What you actually said to them was more along the lines of, there is no one here who wants you to win.
It's all
There's
strategy.
nobody in this audience
It's
rooting
all
for you.
strategy.
So
There's a
use
reason.
that to your strength.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, they just need to concentrate on the game, don't worry about the crowd, and just stick to your team and your players, and I'm sure they'll be able to perform well.
Well, now before we go into anything, Joshua, we really need to ask you this. The crystal ball. You said at some point that it's really hard to say at which point that you had to pick an MVP, but still, we really need for you to pick an MVP.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
I'll say Flitch did really well in overtime.
Right.
My hands are shaking. I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to think. And you know, I'm just gonna go with my favorite player, Alejo.
Alejo.
My favorite.
Alejo
Oh, boy.
is going to be the MVP. So.
Yeah.
Give
We're
it
sure
away.
of this because he hasn't been wrong all 3 days.
But we don't know who our MVP is going to be, but we will just say that Alejo is the MVP of our heart, and let's just take it away to our caster desk. Please take it away.